Let's give a hand for our sponsors and for San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you, San Diego Comic-Con, for donating the room, allowing us, and obviously donating the passes to get in for you guys, too. Nice, yeah. And for our sponsors for coming out, they've got some great presentations for you guys. We've got some great goodies to have afterwards, so if you guys could give everybody your undivided attention while they're up here, that would be great. I'd like to bring up a special guest for a minute here. We're going to bring up our president, Steve Jeppe. He's going to come up and say a few words.
Wow, 50 years. Hard to believe, huh? How many's here for the first time? Wow, I didn't expect hardly any hands. Everybody's been here for all 50. I didn't think so. Well, I've been coming since 76, so that's a pretty good chunk of them, but I'm pleased to be here. I just wanted to get up here for a few minutes. I wasn't even on the program. I just came in for a free lunch like you did. But basically, I just want to say thank you. And there's many ways to say thank you, but being that it's my company, I think it's my job to tell you thank you for all the things you've done and the way you've persevered. I mean, the comic industry is alive and well, as you well know, and quite frankly, we should take a lot of pride in knowing that the movie industry would probably be dead if it wasn't for the comic book movies. I think that's pretty much agreed upon. But I hope that the last couple of years have been a little bit flat, but starting to show signs of resurgence, because that's what's great about our industry. It is very resilient, and while we might be hit-driven at times, we also seem to still resurrect certain old properties and make them hot again. But I just want to tell you, it's a thrill to be here. I got my family here. They're all sitting over here. Hey, guys, wave yourselves. And it's just exciting to see so many new faces. The fact that so many raise your hands here for the first time, I hope it's not your last time. You'll be coming for many more times. But just keep believing in the comic industry. Keep looking for opportunities to grow. Diamond's here to do whatever they can to help you. We get all the credit for what goes good, and we also get a lot of the blame for what goes bad, but then again, that's part of the territory. But if you have suggestions or anything you think that we're doing wrong, and I'd like to also say if you think we're doing things right, we like attaboys too. But just know that the guy who is standing here in front of you right now is probably the most appreciative people, because without you, there'd be no Diamond. So thanks a lot for coming. I hope you enjoyed the program. I want to say thanks to all the sponsors as well, and good luck to you in the coming year. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Steve. We're going to move on with our little bit of a Diamond presentation. We've got some news to tell you about. We've got some other guests coming up here as well. So we're going to move forward with our presentation. A little bit about the market sales, where we are. We just announced June numbers, I think, last week. And obviously, as Steve mentioned, we're flat at this point, tracking to the same percentage basically as last year. So hopefully in the next 6 months, with a lot of good product come down the pike, a lot of good stuff you're going to see today, we continue moving forward and have a up year this time around. Holiday shipping schedule. If you guys didn't see this, we announced the holiday shipping schedule earlier this week. We are having no skip week for Christmas, and you will receive your Christmas books 1 week early. You're also going to receive your New Year's books a little early as well, but that will be a same release date. Release date for Christmas is going to be Thursday, since Christmas is on Wednesday. So we're going to ask you guys hold everything and put everything out on Thursday. If you need more details, especially Canadian retailers with your schedules and things, please, I ask you guys, just brush up on that. Maybe look at it in September, October, make sure you know where you are and what's coming down the pike. All right, I'm going to bring up another special guest, our VP of Operations, Sean Hamrick, who's going to give you a little update on what's going on at the warehouse.
Come on. As Dan said, I'm Sean Hamrick, the new VP of Operations for Diamond Comics. I've been told I have 5 minutes, which I will probably stretch to 7. Hopefully it's worth your time. Illuminating Pictolite. Any of you that were at the Retailer Summit in Vegas, this is redundant. The second topic that I have is brand new. So about 4 months ago, we implemented a Pictolite system in our Plattsburgh facility. And about 3 weeks ago, we implemented the same process in our Ridgeway facility, Loco 3, in Olive Branch. I'm going to go through really quickly the process that we've implemented to get your books hopefully picked more accurately than what we have in the past. So there's a picture of the Plattsburgh pick line, what we call primed and ready to go. As you'll see, you've got the normal diamond boxes with white divider boxes in the middle to keep us knowing what customers are on what line and a good separation between those orders. So what winds up happening with the pick to light, as you all know, when you get your boxes, you've got the little label on the outside with a barcode on it. What we have done is we've embedded your pick data into those barcodes. So each employee is given a bay to pick on, and they sign into that bay at the beginning of the day, and when the box arrives at their bay, they scan the pick tick, or they scan the label. So once you scan the box, your quantity of what you're supposed to pick for that bin lights up on each one of the bins. So once that happens, the picking and confirmation process begins. They pick the appropriate quantity, they push the button to extinguish the light, and then they place the items into your box and then scan the box to confirm not only A, the pick, but B, what is in that box, which we'll get to that in just a second. Once it's done, it heads down the pick line, and it's on its way to you. So, where does this lead us next? That's kind of where we're always thinking about what's next, where we need to improve. So far, since we've begun this process in Plattsburgh, we've already seen a 34% improvement in shortages across the board. Olive Branch, again, we're only in week 3, I believe, in Olive Branch. We've started to see a 25% improvement. We're expecting a way higher level of improvement out of our Olive Branch facility once we get everyone trained and up and ready. So once this is rolling, our next steps are going to be, as we scan the product into the box for you, we're going to be able to provide you with ASN level data, which will ultimately mean no paper invoices coming to you. However, what you'll wind up having is, much like you do with your direct ship boxes coming out of Polk Lane and Olive Branch, you will have a packing slip in every single box that you receive. That way you can open up every box, you can check it in live right there. We've heard that makes it easier on the direct ship, so we're implementing that process at some point when we get the programming done on the local line. Also, what this will lead us to is invoicing after picking. Right now, the process is we run our pick tickets, we run our invoices, because we have to put it in your box at the very beginning. So what this will lead us to is invoicing after picking, which means if at some point we run out of an item, we can decrement that quantity down, and you will then receive an accurate invoice of what we believe we picked for you, which then will lead to same week invoicing for freight versus invoicing freight in arrears. All these things are coming down the road. I don't really have an exact time frame on it because we're still rolling out slight tweaks to the pick to light in Plattsburgh. We've done all of our beta testing in Plattsburgh, and then we're rolling the changes out to our Olive Branch facility. So this topic, again, some of you probably already heard about it. Hopefully you're seeing some of the benefits from it. If not, you will be seeing some more benefits from it in the future. So this is addressing the shortage issues that we have. The next topic, I'm actually more excited about it. It's kind of sad that I'm excited about this topic, but I've sat back for the years as I've grown through the company and listened and watched and understood where the problem areas were. That's where we went with the pick to light. But the next one's kind of near and dear to my heart. It kind of sounds stupid, but it's corny. But don't you hate it when that happens? Has anyone, I don't think there's probably anyone here that's ever received a box like that, have you? No, I don't think so. I think every box arrives perfectly square. So, working with my Director of Operations, Eddie Briggs, out of our Plattsburgh facility, along with International Paper, who's our box supplier, for the last few months, we have been working to get this better, to solve some of our box issues with our 200s and 400s and our 400 combos. So I'm proud to announce that coming in early fourth quarter, we have new 200 and 400 count box design. So it doesn't look much different. I will say that. However, if you will look inside, that's where the difference between. By the way, we're going to have these at our booth, so you'll be able to stop by and look. 100% flat interior on the bottom. As well as no seam on the inside, which means hopefully less damages. It should be less damages. The 400 count box is designed exactly like the 200 count box. These samples were handmade by the factory because they don't have, we're not there yet, but we will have handholds on these as well. A lot of people ask what the flaps are for. That's just how the box has to be made to be, it arrives to us in the flat form, and we fold it up, and we are actually gluing it on the outside. So as you'll notice, there's no tape on the bottom either. So I'm glad that you're happy. So there's a picture of it in the crush test. All right, so when we designed this, International Paper did a quick crush test, burst test they call it, and it's really hard to see, but you've got some red line and some black lines. The red line indicates point of first failure, which means when they put the pressure on it, where does it first buckle? At what pressure does it first buckle? And then, then the next one is where does it buckle the second time? So I'll quickly cover. So on the left, that's the existing that you guys are getting on a consistent basis. First point of failure, it's really difficult to see because it's embedded in the black. First point of failure was 737 pounds because there was the slight gap at the top. First point of failure for the new box, 3,200 pounds. That's a 335% improvement. Now that's a little misleading because of the little gap. Where the true numbers really come in is on the second peak of failure, and that is the current box is 2,200 pounds. This box maxed out at 3,500 pounds. That is a 56% structural improvement in the box, in the quality of the box. So, I personally expect to see at least a 30% reduction in shipper calls damages. I'm not going to encourage UPS to throw these, but hopefully when they do, not if, we'll actually see some better results on on the product that you get. So that's all I have. I will say that this is my first time in San Diego in probably 17 years, and it is slightly overwhelming, but I really wanted to come out and give you guys the good news. I've been excited about it, and like I said, it's something that it kind of sounds corny to say you're excited about, but I know you guys can appreciate a change. I know we've had certain people, some folks, cackling around about needing a new box. Well, we've been working on it behind the scenes for quite a while, and we're excited about bringing this out to you. The reason it's going to take to the fourth quarter is Diamond has to make a fairly substantial, Steve has to make a fairly substantial investment in some box machines that have a 12-week lead time. So once those box machines are manufactured here in California, they'll be installed in our facilities in Plattsburgh and Olive Branch, and that's about the time we're looking at. It's probably the beginning of October or so. So everyone have a great show. I appreciate your time, and I probably ran over, but I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sean. That's some good news for what's coming up in the fourth quarter as far as the box shippings are concerned. We're going to move on to some other announcements before we get to our first publisher coming up here. One other exciting thing we're excited to announce is we're doing a partnership with American Express. We are working with them to offer the ability for you guys to pay by American Express. So that will be coming down the pike. I know a few retailers have asked about that, especially on the Alliance side of things. In doing so, we've also worked with them on some marketing partnership where they're going to be providing some soft dollars for promoting Free Comic Book Day. So upcoming probably March or April, we're going to have an insert into statements for American Express promoting Free Comic Book Day out to stores. So it's an exciting thing for you guys. You get to pay by American Express if you need to do it for travel points or whatever. And for us, we get some marketing dollars back in the interim to help promote and get people to comic book shops. Halloween Comic Fest, everything is in the July catalog. So make sure you take a look at all the great comics that are coming for Hawaiian Comic Fest. Halloween Comic Fest. There's a tiki party for Chris in there too. So we've got a lot of great full-size books and the mini comics. We've got 9 mini comics that'll be available. There's promotional tools that are available, some that are print ones available in the July catalog, and then digital copies are available, and a lot of digital download and social media graphics are available from the website. That's our great magnet that we have for this year. It's available at the booth. You can come by and take a look at it too at the bottom there. And our Halloween Comic Fest shirt. This will be in the August catalog, but Kelly Jones did the art for the t-shirt. Look for that in the August catalog, and that'll be out in mid-October. Previews Pool Box. So we're excited to talk a little bit about Previews Pool Box. We're excited about Previews Pool Box because it provides a way for your customers, to do pool and hold service through you by using the Previews World website. So you can see from the screens that they can go to different various places. This is the dashboard that they can look at, things that they can pull out. They can see what they're getting every week. They can place orders, whether it's pre-orders or they can do subscription-based items and look at. So we've worked very hard, a development team within the office, to create a product that is very good for you to offer to your customers. It's easy for them to find the items that they want to order. Everything available in the catalog for the month is available. You set the terms of what you want to do with Poolbox. You give them your pool and hold subscription options of when you take orders and when you need payment and things. So it's very easy for them to get through. Very intuitive. The comments we've gotten back from the beta testers, both from retailers and consumers, is that it's worked very well. For the retailer, there's a dashboard on the Diamond website where you'll be able to go and you'll have a Pool Box link that gets you to your dashboard. And we've created a robust management tools menu for you to use to upload your subscribers, to provide the information out to you. And of course, all this hooks into Diamond systems to make it easy for you to order. I suggest you guys take a look at Pool Box. We have Adam, who's here from our, back there, waving Adam. Adam's here from our tech support team. He can give you a demo at the booth, fully working at this point. We have a number of retailers who are using it, which I'll show you on a slide going forward. So this is a product that I think we've worked very hard on to provide something that is a great tool and service for you to use for your customers. But I encourage you guys to take time out, come to the Diamond booth, get a demo of it. There'll be some online videos available as well for you to take up and look at tutorial-wise on your own if you want to take a look at it. At this point, we have about 80 plus retail customers who are using Poolbox at this point. That's about 2,500 of their customers are using it, and about 28,000 subscriptions to books and to orders that they're getting through the system. The beauty of Poolbox is you can also, they can find stuff on the website. It's not just for pre-order. If it's something coming out that week that they want to get, they can place that order with you and say, hey, and they'll check in with you and say, hey, do you have this? Can I put this in my Poolbox? And you communicate back to them that you have an item. And that goes into the realm of all items that are in the catalog or all items that are available on the Previews World website. So you may see orders for additional things outside of just what you see on a pre-order basis. We're excited at this point that we have so many retailers using it. I encourage you guys to take a look at it as well. Just some retailer terms that we discussed. Diamond's not going to share your consumer info with any third-party stuff. We don't sell directly to consumers, obviously. And any marketing messages will be buy this at your favorite comic shop. It allows you to set the rules on subscriptions. We get out of the way. We're just providing the tool for you to use overall. Like I said, you can get access now. We are going to be rolling it out officially come February 2020, but if you want to get in now and start using the product, for the next 6 months for free, you can see up here our pricing per location is going to be $25 or $250 a year, and that includes a CSLS listing. And Comic Suite Lite customers will pay a little less at $20 a month. So I encourage you to get down to the booth, take a look at a demo. You can also call up tech support. They can give you a demo over the phone. They'll sign you up and they'll call you up and run through like an hour demo to give you, a run through of what all the service can do. All right, Best Practices Award winners. We're up to our summer awards. We've got 4 winners that we're announcing here. We'd like to thank the nominees who put forth some great efforts. And don't forget that we have the fall BPAs coming up soon that'll be announced at New York Comic Con, but nominees can be put in pretty soon right after San Diego. So at this point, I'm going to just roll through the 4 winners here. So Best Kids Section was Space Cadets Collection in Oak Ridge, North Texas. I know you wanted to win that one. I know you wanted to win that one. I couldn't tell you yesterday. I didn't want to tell you. Best Free Comic Book Day event, Dragon's Lair in Austin, Texas. Best Lawn Online Ad Campaign is Pack Rat Comics in Hilliard, Ohio. And our last award, Best Movie Theme Display at Comic Quest, Lake Forest, California. Let's give a round of applause to all the nominees and the winners. You know, all the BPA awards are available online for you to look at. That's going back the years that we've done in the past. So if you need ideas of how people successfully do some of the categories we do, I encourage you guys to go take a look at the write-ups that they've done, the photos they've done. It's a great idea generator if you're looking for some additional, help or ideas that you can bring. And like I said, don't forget about fall nominations. We've got Best Manga Section, Best Charity Fundraiser, Best Instagram Presence, and Best Statues Models Display. Those are for fall, and those will be announced at New York Comic Con. Now, we did this last year. We offered an award in honor of Dave Hawksworth, which I'm sure many of you, especially being out this area in California, Dave has visited your stores. We wanted to honor him in a way that made sense. Dave was always enthusiastic about comics retailing, coming into your stores and providing input, and just really being a general all-around good guy to give you that coffee buzz you needed to, to jumpstart, your work on your store. So last year was our first inaugural award, which Dragonvine won, and they've done a great job of, redoing their store. They're still working on a few things to finish out. But we're very happy that they've been able to use those funds and make it available. I encourage everyone, to put in for the award. We started early in the year. It's easy. All you got to do is provide some information. Just say, if I receive a $5,000 award to improve my business, this is what I would do. Give us a little write-up, show us some photos, show the different things you do. This year we had about 40 nominees who sent in their stuff. A lot of great ones. It was very hard to pick a winner in looking at everyone's done. Those who didn't win, I encourage you to make sure that you put in again. It wasn't because your write-up wasn't good enough. We can only pick one, unfortunately. So I'd encourage you, for those people who did spend the time doing it, put in next year again. So at this point, we're going to announce the winner for this year. The winner is Pensacola Pop Comics in Pensacola, Florida. They had a very nice whole package that they had sent in to redo their kids section. Not only to provide new shelving and a new surface area, they're going to increase their area by over 30%, but ideas of how they were going to market it, as well as ideas about how they were going to reach out to the community and develop their school library program. So this is something that was, very well thought out by them, and we want to encourage that type of thing. Look forward in Diamond Daily. We'll be covering them, going over what they're going to do with it, and then following them as they progress in using the award to go through their benefits. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay, and let's say congratulations to all the retailers and winner nominees, especially the Spirit of Comics Retailer Award as well, which will be given out tonight, right? Tonight? So we'll end the nominees for those two. So let's give them all a round of applause. And that's it. Come visit us at the booth. We've got a brand new booth. We're promoting comic shops as best as we can, promoting Comic Shop Locator. Come get an I Heart Comic Shops pin. We got a nice lapel pin that you guys can pick up at a booth. We've got some show specials down there. Mike and the boys are waiting for you guys to come by. We also gave you a ticket. If you come by the booth to the retailer services area there, we'll have a display out for about 15 winners. One winner is going to get the spinner rack, one person's going to get the junior spinner rack, and then 15 winners are going to win graphic novels and other items we have at the booth. So make sure you come by, see if you're were a winning ticket. Last but not least, your suggestions. This is what we always say always at the end of our presentation. Your suggestions make the world of difference to us. A lot of good suggestions that come in through the suggestion link that's available on the Retailer Services website, we implement and we all talk about what we can do to help improve and look at the things that you guys are asking us to fix. So please keep sending in your suggestions. If you got any praise for your retailer service rep, we like to see those too. Anything that we can improve upon, we want to know that as well. So make sure you go to the website, send in your information to us. We'd love to hear from you.